What is going on today, guys? I want to talk a little bit about the AC system in your car and a repair that I just made on this 2007 Honda Odyssey. I want to tell you a little story. My wife told me the AC is not working right. It was cold and then it wouldn't be cold, and then sometimes it would blow cold and it wouldn't blow cold, and so I knew something was going wrong. I have a good friend of mine, a mechanic, who's worked on a lot of these Odysseys, so I gave him a call and he gave me a few things to look at. He said a lot of times it's not the AC compressor that's wrong with the car, it's either the relays that essentially send information down to engage the compressor, or it is the AC clutch that is on the compressor. So I started with the cheapest option. I went and bought some relays. They're about $5 a piece. Put them in. It did not fix the problem. So then I started looking to see if the AC clutch was engaging. Now, remember, I've never looked at this stuff. I'm not real knowledgeable on AC systems on cars. This is my first time of doing this, but I love figuring things out and doing it for myself, saving money, and then having the knowledge from then on out. So I figured out that the AC clutch was not engaging after looking at some things that my mechanic friends had told me to look at. If you don't know what an AC clutch is, that's okay. I didn't either. Didn't really know anything about it, but I'm going to show you the AC clutch that I pulled off of this Odyssey. I have it laying right here. So this is the old AC clutch. It's actually not just the clutch, it's the whole clutch kit. So there are actually three pieces here. If you can see, this part that pulled out is the clutch. Then on the back, this is the coil, okay? And in between those two things is the pulley for the system. The serpentine belt runs along this pulley. So the way this works, all of this connects onto the end of your AC compressor. So what happens, if you can see on the coil right here, there's a little electrical connector that connects up. What happens is when you turn your AC on, it sends a signal down to here to charge this coil, and it magnetizes. So it magnetizes, this little clutch pulls in tight, which engages the compressor. I'm not going to get too in depth with this because, quite frankly, I don't understand enough about it. But the whole reason I'm making this video is I want you guys to try and understand just enough about it to possibly fix your car and save some money. So I figured out that this was not engaging, okay? And I guess there could be a couple reasons for that. The relays in the van are bad, which I figured out that was not the case. Or I guess over time these coils lose magnetism and they stop pulling in this clutch. So I decided, I think this is a little more than I want to take on, so I'm going to run it up to one of the shops that I take my cars to sometimes and explain to them what's happening. I took my van to the shop. I told them exactly what was going on. I said, look, there's something going on with the AC system. I already put some relays in the van. That didn't fix it. I'm pretty sure that it is the clutch on the AC that's not working. Asked them to look at that, and then I left. Remember, I trust this shop. I've had them do quite a bit of work to my cars. They call me a few hours later. They say, well, your compressor's bad. We need to put a new compressor on it. It's going to be about $900. $900, okay, which for me, that's a lot of money. That's really not outside of the realm of what it costs to have a compressor put on these vans. Actually, when I looked it up, it could be anywhere from $800 to $1,500 depending on who does it and the compressor they use and whatnot. So I told them, I said, look, I just really can't afford that right now, largely because I felt like it wasn't the compressor and I didn't want to pay for something I didn't need to pay for. So picked up the van, brought it home. I ordered an AC clutch kit offline for $99. And actually, I've come to realize that you can get them cheaper than that. But what that came with was everything that I just showed you here, okay? It comes with your clutch, it comes with this pulley that the serpentine belt rides on, and it comes with this coil. And it comes with everything you need to put it on. So I started tackling this job myself. Now remember, this is not the most easy job to do in the world, but if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're willing to tackle things, then have at it. I was able to do it. I'd say if I was able to do it, a lot of people out there are going to be able to do this same job. So I had to jack up the passenger side front of the car, take the wheel off, because it's really kind of a tight space to get up where the AC compressor is at. But I got to it, ended up getting the whole clutch, coil, and pulley off of there, put the new one on, and charged the system, and it fixed it. Okay, now I ordered this for $99, and they wanted to charge me $900 to put a compressor on this van. So I fixed this for a tenth, basically, of what they wanted to charge me. That's a big savings if you ask me, and I'm not even going to put the shop down, okay, because I think they're not really in the business of replacing AC clutches. They just want to put the whole compressor on. They consider that easier, so that's okay. But for me, I wasn't ready to spend that much money. So I just wanted to put this video out there for all you do-it-yourselfers who are potentially having problems with your AC system on your Honda Odyssey van. Like I say, this is a 2007. It's going to be really similar on other Odysseys, actually all different types of cars. And if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you're used to doing internet searches about how to get things done. So I don't care if you have an Odyssey or some other type of car. If you're having AC problems, it might not be the compressor, it might just be the clutch. So take a look at that. Don't drop almost $1,000 if it's not the compressor, and knock this job out yourself. What I'm going to do is, in the comments, at least for the Honda Odyssey, I'm going to put a link to an AC clutch kit that you can buy, just like the one I put on, and maybe that'll fix your problem. I'll also try and find some links to the relays. That's a real cheap way to try fixing your AC system. But just in case it is the compressor, I'll put some links to compressors as well if you want to put those on yourself. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Until next time, guys, do it yourself, save some money, gain the knowledge, get it done. Thanks, bye.